City going up, so you better buzz. Finna see who really wanna us, really spilling blood. Everybody tough, till they gotta go and see the judge. Better hush. Remember growing up, all I wanted was to be wanted me to get a little bread. The couple in the head, still outside. I don't hide from it for life. Had to fight for my life. Took them hits in stride. If I die, for the guys, have my candlelight going up like the club. After that, go slide. Are you with that? I won't get back. I'm gon' hop out and crack. Are you with that? I want big racks. I'm gon' flock. I'm gon' stack. Are you with that? Won't forget that I saw in my past. Are you with that? Like I'm with that. Hope you watching your back. 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 Yeah, whenever I miss those days, visit my LA. Under the ground, running around, we was them kids that played. All in the street, following leads, who lost their way. Some of them outside still, some of them inside graves. I'm a real beach boy, come ride my wave. Left me with the either or, fill these voids and fill my bank. Blue strips only, you switched on me. Mama told me about you snakes, keep my teeth off safety. You know you can't never be too safe. Are you with that? I won't get back. I'm gon' hop out and crack. Are you with that? I want big racks. I'm gon' flock. I'm gon' stack. Are you with that? Won't forget that I saw in my past. Are you with that? Like I'm with that. Hope you watching your back.
I be gone.
Hope you watching your
Watch my back. Stay gon' run on how they come.
Hope you watching.
Get your block, forget back. Up first, better not miss that. Tell me if you with that.
When I first met you, baby, everything I knew wasn't any brighter than a shade of blue. Your blue eyes around him, how could I resist the color of your stare? It doesn't compare. Times were better when I was still there. I was better when I was still there. Now we're swimming oceans of emotions, 7 days at a time. Oh, the water's blue, and so are you. I won't be running out anytime soon. I go up and I come down when I remember the day I was still around. Yeah, the water was just right, like your lips so warm. But now my heart is torn between the rose and the thorn. Yeah, times were better when I was still there. I was better when I was still there. Now we're swimming. Oh, 7 days at a time. The water's blue, and so are you. I won't be running out anytime soon.
From the hallowed grounds of Fenway Park, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch, and on the mound today, Brian Bayo. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Here's 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. The other way, and foul ball. Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup. And now Addison Barger. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
One strike.
Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Oh, 0-2 now. And there's a ball.
1-2.
One out, base is empty. That's ripped. Base hit.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
One down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. And takes low for ball one. Belsingi, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Now 1-1.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
To second for one, and that's two. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Back in Boston, starting on the mound in this one, Jose Barrios.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Jarren Duran leading things off and takes a strike. to the right side. He takes it on his own. One gone, bottom half of the first. As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. One thing these players do very well is stay out of the double play. They've hit into the fewest of any team in the league, Chris.
Well, Boog, we don't see situational hitting as that art as much as we used to, because hitters are slugging the ball, they're hitting it over the fence. But when you see a team that has the ability to shorten up, hit behind runners, and go first to third or first to home, man, that just adds to the element of what you're able to do in other ways with the bat. So opposing pitcher better not walk anybody or give them free base runners, because these hitters know what to do when runners are on.
Lucas makes the grab, 2 down. One of my favorite stats all time, 1997, the Hall of Famer Craig Biggio played in all 162 games for the Astros on AstroTurf, and he never hit into a double play.
That's the ball.
2 out, space is empty. On the ground to first, and that chance handled, and it gets by him. But in time, nice job to stay with it to end the inning. On to the second from Fenway Park. No score. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop. Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Line drive. That's a base hit and a good start to the inning. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Off the mark there. 1-0. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So up next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. In the air, right field. Abreu under this one. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Boston, here's Trevor Story. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
So don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the...
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. He'll touch them all. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run, over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
So digging in, Wilyer Abreu. Outside with a breaking ball.
1-0.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. And another ball. Berrios maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you.
There's a swing and a drive. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. High fly ball out towards left field. Going back. And it bangs off the monster. The run comes in from second, and they take a 2-run lead.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read, and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And stepping in is the speedy David Hamilton. Ball one there. Rafaela leads off second with nobody out. That one a little bit high. Now 2-0.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Runner at second, nobody out. Here's a 2-2. On a bounce right side, and that one handled. Jimenez throw to first. That's one out the bottom of the second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Out to short. Throws to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Nick Sogard. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Lucas sizing this one up, squeezes it, and that is the third out of the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 a solo shot. We played 2 full. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Jays nothing. Back here at Fenway, all set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Reaching down and makes the grab. Here's Andres Jimenez. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Jimenez in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Digging in, Jonathan Clase. Base knock center field. And out to aboard.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Foul ball there. Runners on the move. Throw to second. Safe, and it's a double steal. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. 1 run is in. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now it's going to be Addison Barger. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there at the knees. 0-1. Bichette, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering is fouled back. And now 1-2.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Liner, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
First and second, 1 out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a miss at a slider.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, 1 out. That one at the knees for a strike. So Vladdy Jr. strikes out.
Let's talk. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Oh, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors, and a couple left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Blue Jays 2. Back now at Fenway. Now batting Jarren Duran.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Berrios back to work. That's out to center field. Lucas makes the grab, one away.
Up next for the Red Sox, first baseman.
So up next, Abraham Toro. Fly to center his first time. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Safe at second.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. 110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing.
1 out, runner at second. Here now the Red Sox DH, Roman Anthony. Pitch misses outside. Ball 1.
1-0.
Runner at second here, 1 gone.
Up.
Swing and a foul out of play. Ripped to short. Tosses across the first. 2 gone now.
Now batting the shortstop, Trevor.
Here's Story now. He's already homered in this game.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Toro on at second with 2 down. Now 1 missed.
1 straight.
That one to first. And it goes just foul. Righty delivers. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Blue Jays 2. As we go to the top of the 4th. And now for the Jays, George Springer. In the air, right side. Abreu sizes this one up, and it's caught for the out.
Now batting the center fielder,
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. Flied to right his first time. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. One down, base is empty. And downstairs. Blue Jays down a run. Outside. And it's 2-1. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Fly to left his first time. And that drops in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. That one down the line, and foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Blue Jays go down in order, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. That one fouled off.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Oh, and he hit him.
Well, the bright side is that will help the on-base percentage a little bit, and that's a category no batter can ignore these days. OBP, OPS, well, maybe that'll ease the pain just a little bit.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. That's all for Jose Barrios, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. They bring a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot, number 68.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Golden opportunity right here. There's the strike. And there's a ball.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Makes the catch up against the wall. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Nick Sogard up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Cut on and lifted in the air. Base hit. 1 run is in. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. First pitch misses.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And that one is lifted in the air. Lucas has a beat on it. He's got it. And that is the inning. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're headed to the 5th. The Red Sox 4 and the Blue Jays 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Andres Jimenez. Ground ball right side. Throw over to Toro, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. So up next for Toronto, Jonathan Clase. A single and a run scored and a walk. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Bo Bichette. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. Now at the plate, Addison Barger. He's 2 for 2. Run around the move. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Red Sox leading it by 2. And that's in for a strike.
1-1.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Back here at Fenway Park, now the number 2 hitter, Abraham Toro. You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That's down and in. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Pulls it in on the run. One up, one down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Next is the designated hitter, Roman Anthony. He's grounded out a couple of times. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swings through the sweeper.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 down.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Trevor Story. He's already homered here in this one. That one is blasted left field towards the monster. And it's off the green monster. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Swings through that one. 0-1.
1 strike.
Man on second, 2 down. This one in the air, center field. Lucas settles underneath it and makes the grab. And the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Back inside Fenway Park, and now the DH, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Bayo back to work.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now here is Alejandro Kirk, and ball 1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Just missed.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
That one is on the inside corner, and the count's full. Red Sox by 2. Got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And the batter is George Springer. 0 for 2 in this one. Grounded to third, could be 2. That takes care of Springer. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. Fouled off left side. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. The Red Sox 4 and the Blue Jays 2. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. And the pitch.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Verdansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. And a foul ball. That one ripped. That's back there. And it hits off the monster. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases. And
here is David Hamilton, 1 for 2. That's in there. Strike 1. That's hard hit on the line. Lucas makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. Connor Wong will hit next.
The goal is to give your teammate a chance to score from third. There's a few ways he can get it done, but his best chance is to drive one in the air. Look for the right pitch up and then smoke it.
In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He'll score in the sac fly. It's 5-2.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
And next for the Red Sox, Nick Sogar. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Hit in the air out to center field. Lucas. And that's the third out. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Blue Jays 2. And we're back here at Fenway Park. And now, Ernie Clement. The Jays in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Swing and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brian Bayo out of the game. Had a pretty good outing for him as he leaves with a nice lead. New pitcher when we get back. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Garrett Whitlock. On for the 30th time this year. And the batter now, Andres Jimenez. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Hit on the ground to short, and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Jonathan Clase next up for the Blue Jays. And this one squirts away from the catcher. Both runners move up on the wild pitch. And the double play is no longer in order.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Duran grabs it on the run. The throw to third. Save! He moves up, and a run scores on the sac fly.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Bo Bichette up to the dish.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
The tying run at the plate. Line, and that's a base hit. Jimenez scores. It's an RBI single, and it's a 1-run game.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 1 down, runner at first. And next for Toronto, Addison Barger. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the top half of inning number 7. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Back-to-back base hits. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Out to short, and a base hit right there. Runner around third on his way to the plate, and he's out.
Well, they were trying to put the pressure on him right there, try to score from second base on that base hit, and I tell you what, really nice job by the defense. They got it in quick enough. Cut him off at the plate. Nice job.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Alejandro Kirk. 1 for 3. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. tracks it down for the out. And that's the third out. So 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Red Sox 5, the Jays 4. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brendan Little.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Wastes no time there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And the batter now, Abraham Toro. Little over to second and 2. What a play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now it's the DH, Roman Anthony. 0 for 3 in this one. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. And a swing and a miss there.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And he chases that one. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for Boston. They lead at 5-4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Garrett Crochet.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod. At the plate, Nathan Lucas. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Puts a bunt down. Quickly to second for 1. Back to first, not in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So a change being made at first base. Coming on to pinch run for Toronto, Miles Straw. And here's the first baseman, Ernie Clement. And that's way high. And that's ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball outside. Throw to second. Save. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. Hauls it in, 2 away.
And he looked a little tentative on that swing. Almost like he didn't get pitch recognition and tried to slow his back down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and put it in play. Have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
and down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Nick Sandlin.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Trevor Story. And first offering is fouled off. That one drifts inside.
One ball, one strike.
On the corner for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And that one wrapped foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. An absolute smash to left. His 14th of the year. It's 6-4. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Well, he took the split finger that was away and stayed on plane with it nicely. That's one of the most difficult pitches to square up. He just did it, and right there, he was a professional hitter.
Here's the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Action in the pen down there. Yariel Rodriguez getting ready to go. Fisher also getting ready. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Ball one there.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to kick into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
So digging in, David Hamilton. Foul ball. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it bangs off the monster. Runner from second crosses the plate. And they take a 3-run lead.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it. And that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Nick Sandlin gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Yariel Rodriguez.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
1 out, runner at second. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. That one clips the outside corner, and that's strike 1. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Sogard stands in now and watches strike 1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Hamilton stands at second with 2 gone. That pitch just misses the inside corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that skips into dirt. Popped in the air, left field. Clase makes the play, and the inning is over. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 7, the Jays 4. We go to the 9th. Here's the left fielder, Jonathan Clase.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Crochet back to work. Fastball for a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. Stays alive. And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And now Bo Bichette. The shortstop takes the ball. That missed by a lot. Yeah, that's ball 2. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Swings through that one for strike 2. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining. Addison Barker next up for the Blue Jays.
No matter what, when you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And there's a ball. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. And that's a little bit high.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-1 now. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.